Hi everyone. So the thing that I want to share with you all today is that I know from my past experience, the universe is a very hard teacher. Unless the lessons are learned, it won't give up. And I've experienced this myself. There were certain lessons that I needed to learn on my journey towards becoming a healer. And I had to go through these tough lessons, and the universe wasn't really forgiving. I had to be pushed to my beyond my boundaries and overcome them in order to be able to do what I do as a healer. Being a healer is not just healing people, but being able to understand and solve problems for them. Unless I'm able to figure out myself what's going on inside of me, I wouldn't be as effective as I am at doing the things that I do. A lot of miracles have happened in my practice, and that's because the universe has put me through rigorous training in my own life, in my own personal life. So, what does this have to do with what's going on with the world, right? People are going through their own lessons. People are going through their own lessons at different levels. There are some who are still in their fears, they're still rooted in their fears, they are very primal fear, and those fears are coming up, surfacing up, and they're not sure how to face them. Some people going into panic mode and they're doing all kinds of stuff. So they're being kind of rooted out. Some people are confused about what's going on with the planet and the world, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there, and that's confusion. So those are people who are confused, and this is by no means judgment of any of these people, but simply that they exist. As a healer, I see everything without judgment. I just see it for what it is. I see the matrix for what it is, and this is how I see the world. Yeah. So there are people learning their lessons at different levels. There are also some people who have moved from the fourth dimension into the fifth, and they're still in their learning process of how to deal with life in the fifth dimension, because the fifth dimension requires that you see things from a certain or from a different perspective, not from a certain perspective, but from a different perspective. Um, think of it as a maze or a labyrinth, and that you are in this maze. So a third dimensional being or a fourth dimensional being would be in the maze and weaving his way through or her way through and looking for an exit. A fifth dimensional being is in the maze, but is also at the same time able to see the maze from above. So a fifth dimensional being knows that there is an exit, is able to see the maze for what it is, that this is a maze, this is a game, and with guidance from above is able to weave his or her way through this maze, and trusting that the information coming from above is accurate. And that takes trust in the universe. So the fifth dimensional beings are called in or going through this process of realization, and they are being tested. Their trust in the universe is being tested. And they're going to be rigorously tested. As much as we are going out there and building these new structures and systems and putting things in place, our trust in the universe is being tested. What does this mean for the rest of us, right? So you need to go back, or you need to go inward. Spend this time that you have going inward and find out why you're really here or who you really are. You've been fooled by the matrix, or not exactly fooled, but you've been tricked into believing that the matrix is it, that this is it, that you just have to survive and exist. That's not the case. There's much more to this than meets the eye. So take the time that you have now, and there is a small window of opportunity for you to do this. You have time, but you need to use it wisely. So you need to take this time to spend time with your family, your loved ones, experience the life that you've always wanted to have, the time that you've been wanting to spend with your loved ones. Take the time to do that. But also take some time out for yourself to figure out what's going on inside, inward. Yeah. So the answers are within, but you just need to go within and find them. That's all for today. Have a safe evening. Be safe and be a Roshan.